Hey guys, okay, get your kettlebell. That's all you need. Kettlebell, a little bit of floor space. So what I want you to do is have your kettlebell between your 2 feet. Your feet are going to be in squat width positions. That's shoulder width. And we're going to drop into squats for 30 seconds. And then we're going to gradually start introducing that kettlebell. So for the first 30 seconds of your squats, you're not going to have that bell in your hands. Right, so stay with me because it's non-stop today. We're talking high tempo, high intensity. So in 10 seconds time, we're going into our squats. Feet shoulder width, kettlebell between your 2 big toes, shoulders back, chest out, head up, drop through the hips. Let's go. So we're dropping into our squats. We're aiming to get the hips below the height of the knees. The knees get driven out into a V, and we're getting nice and low into that squat. Chest is proud, head is up. So now that you've started, we are not stopping until the end of the session. So it's not going to be crazy high tempo, but it's going to be continuous. 8 seconds, I'm just going to keep squatting, but I'm going to hook my hands on the bell, and I'm going to bring that bell with me, just hanging below the waist. Let's go. So nothing has stopped, nothing has changed. I keep my head and chest up. I've now got that bell in my hands for my squats. So we're working between compound movement and functional movement. The functional movement is going to come in the way of swings and cleans and push press, which is happening in about 40 seconds. So in 6 seconds, we're going to keep this squat train going, but the power from the legs is going to generate enough force for the bell to come to the chin. Let's go. Back to your squat, up to your chin. So it's a squat into a high pull. So we're inhaling as we're dropping into a squat. We're exhaling as that bell comes to the chin. In through nose, out through mouth. So in 12 seconds time, we're going to switch to kettlebell swings. So we're going to go from a squat to a hinge. 4, 3, 2, 1, and swing. So remember, with your swings, you're throwing the bell out in front, standing up tall, bracing your abs for a punch at the top. Nice job. 15 seconds, we're going to clean that bell. So it's going to be a swing clean. So we start going with one hand. I'm alternating between left and right with my swing. Okay, let's start seeing that clean now. From the bottom of the swing, up to the chest. Throw it out in front to initiate the swing, up to the chest. Throw it out in front, up to the chest. So it's a long way down, short way up. And the bell is still being propelled to the chest using that hip drive. 5 seconds, and then we're going to go into an overhead press. And tack on your overhead press. From the top of the overhead press, down into your swing, up into your clean, press it above the head. Down into the swing, up into the clean, press above the head. Take your time. If you need to scale it back, get rid of one of the exercises and just focus on your swing or your clean, for example. In 5 seconds, that bell goes on the floor and we are back to our squats. Bell down, back to our squats. Nice and slow, take your time. There is no standing still rest today, so we take our rest when we can. This is the least, shall we say, the least aggressive of the exercises. So let's use this time to control that breathing and get everything back in line. 8 seconds, we're going to reintroduce that bell to our squat, and it's going to be hanging low. Let's go. Inhale as I drop. Exhale as I come back up. And turn to the side slightly so you can see the side profile. The back is nice and straight. The hips are getting nice and low. The knees are pushed out. And the soles of the feet are corkscrewing into the floor. 7 seconds. And then it's going to be a high pull. So we're adding a little bit more every time. And let's go, high pull. Your squat into the high pull. Nice job, 20 seconds. And then we are turning that back into the swing. Whew. It's getting tough now. So we're trying to use as little of the arms as possible. Let's use those legs and glutes as much as possible. And swings, let's go. So I'm going to start alternating my swing from left to right. The last time I was doing the cleans and the push press, I was using my right arm. So now I'm going to do it on the left. Whew. You're already 5 minutes into your workout. 10 minutes and it's all over. Whew. Focus on your technique. Focus on your abs and your shoulder blades. They live in your back pockets. Whew. And it's now into the clean. Throw it out in front and drive it away from the floor up to the chest. Take that extra second at the top. Think about what you're doing, the path of the bell, and the squeeze on the abs, and the drive on the soles of the feet and legs into that floor. We're not pulling with the arm, we're driving that bell away. 5 seconds, and then we're going to tack a push press on. And now the push press is on. So the swing then goes from the top, down, long way, short way to the chest, rack on the chest, punch above the head. We are starting as we mean to go on. 12 seconds, and then we are back to our squats, no bell. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bell on floor between your feet, and we're squatting. How are we feeling? Your heart rate is now definitely elevated. That's what we want. But you're in control. You're well able, and you are moving with intent, focus, because every rep counts. 5 seconds, that bell comes back in play. 3, 2, 1. Holding it under slung or holding at the bottom, and we are still squatting. We are keeping the head up, we're keeping the chest proud, we're keeping the back nice and straight. We got 15 seconds, and then it goes to high pull. Woo. 10 seconds. 6 seconds. 5, 4, ready to high pull in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And don't let the name fool you. You're actually pushing the body into the floor, pushing away from the floor more like, and that in turn generates power. And then you are just capitalizing with the upper body and steering that bell to the chin. So you're not really pulling it, it's more like a steer as opposed to a pull. 5 seconds. We're back to our swings. 3, 2, 1, and swing. So again, once you got the swing initiated, we start working on switching those hands. Remember, at all times, you're pushing yourself to your technique. It's 100%. So if you start to see a breakdown in that technique, you're to apply 3 rules. Rule number 1, reduce or remove the resistance. In this case, it's the bell. Get ready to clean. We start cleaning. Let's go. Rule number 2, you're going to introduce a support structure where possible. And then if that still doesn't fix the issue, you start reducing the range of movement. So for example, with the swings, if you're struggling, get rid of the weight or reduce the weight, or even focus on a deadlift hinge as opposed to the full swing. All right, next time the bell's on the chest, you're going to pump it to the sky. Push press. Down to the swing, up to the chest, pump to the sky. Down to the swing, up to the chest, pump to the sky. And it's an explosive movement, and it's supported by that explosive breathing that you've got going on. In 5 seconds, the bell goes back to the floor, and we're into our squats. And rest bell down on the floor, squat it. Let's go. Again, how much are you going to give yourself rest-wise here today? Can you go unbroken for the 15 minutes? The squats at this stage are your rest. So if you're feeling You need to take that breather. Try and do it while doing nice slow squats. It might be a case of doing 3 squats over 30 seconds, but you're still doing them. All right, let's reintroduce that bell again. And that does not compromise the depth at which the hips drop. We're still getting those hips all the way down. We've still got the knees out to a V. We're still corkscrewing the soles of the feet into the floor. We got 15 seconds, and then it's going to be a high steer or pull. 8 seconds, and we are inside the last 5 minutes of your session today. 3, 2, 1. Next time you come out of that squat, the bell comes to the chin. Back down into your squat. Bell comes to chin. Great work. 20 seconds, and then we're into our swings again, and you are on the home stretch, guys. We got 10 seconds. So think about your energy driving into the floor to propel that bell to the chin. 3, 2, 1. Swings. Let's go. So remember how fancy you get with the swings, whether it's single arm, whether it's 2 arm. Your technique always stays the same. Soles of the feet driven into the floor. Standing bolt upright. Chest is proud. Abs are tight. Shoulder blades, well, they're living in your back pockets. And we don't let that bell drag your head down. Keep the head up. And let's introduce a clean now. Whew. Short way up, long way down. And we never let our hips fire across the room. We stand bolt upright to drive our energy into the floor. And then the opposite way is the way the kettlebell travels. 12 seconds. And then we're going to introduce the push press above the head. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push press. Long way down. Short way up. Rest at the chest. Pop above the head. Nice job, guys. You are flying through it today. Starting the day as we mean to go on. As you get tired, you got to really focus on your movement patterns. Deliberate movement patterns. 5 seconds, the bell is down, and we're squatting again. 3, 2, 1. Bell on floor and squat. We are inside the last 3 minutes of today's session. Whew. So this is the last time you're going to be doing bodyweight squats. 15 seconds, and then we're going to bring the bell into play. Nice job. 10 seconds. That's a decent heart rate right there. 146 beats per minute. Okay, let's bring the bell into play. Again, if you were to Photoshop that bell out of the equation and watch a recording of the bodyweight squats and the bell squats, what's the difference? The only difference is there's a bell there. The movement pattern is still the same. You don't compromise and change your posture. The bell is there purely to tax that perfect movement that you've established on bodyweight. Whew. Now high pull, let's go. Excellent work, guys. Get familiar with driving that floor away and propelling that bell skyward. And remember, as you fatigue, you've got 3 scaling options. Remove or reduce weight, introduce a support, or reduce your range of movement. 5 seconds, we're into swings. 3, 2, 1, and swing. That's the end of your squatting. We are now hinging until the end. You are 90 seconds away from the end of your session. Focus. Stay switched on. Stay deliberate in your movement patterns. 10 seconds. Now I know I went right, left. I'm now gonna go half and half. Okay, let's bring that clean in, throw it out in front, and bring that clean back in again. So remember, it's the short way up, long way down. 20 seconds to go. Because I'm OCD, I'm gonna switch on 15. That's the 15. If you're with me, you're gonna switch hands and keep swinging, cleaning on the left. Get ready to bring your push press in 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push press. The bell goes from the top all the way down to your swing, up the chest, pump it above the head. And again, I'm going to switch on the 15 seconds mark, so I'm nicely balanced. And that's the 15-second mark now. I take a swing to switch, to establish the movement, and then I reintroduce the clean and then the push press. 5 seconds, you got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody rest. Breathe. Woo. Excellent work, guys. Yeah, it's happening. Well done. Really important that you go and get cooled down. And we will see you again very shortly for more high tempo. Well done.